Well, hello again, everybody. Mary Hart here. Uh, Yesterday, we explored a little bit about how you might actually choose to have some fun with anger or with fear through growling and roaring. And I promised you that I would share with you, once you get done expressing your feelings, I would share with you some ways that you can actually engage in conversations. Sometimes we call this the 10-second sweaty conversation about things that may be a little bit tricky to talk about. We use something that we call presence. Now, this particular information that I'm going to share with you comes from the Hendricks Institute, and I've done quite a lot of work through the Hendricks Institute. I consider Gay and Katie Hendricks to be brilliant mentors. So I wanted to share with you some aspects of presence that can support you during those kinds of conversations. So I'm going to do some reading today. So one thing we know about having those difficult conversations is that you want to step off of the drama triangle. And that means you're not coming from a position of being a victim. You're not coming from a position of wanting to hero someone. And you're not coming from a position of wanting to vilify someone. You'll know that you are being present with the other person because you will feel a spaciousness and an openness in your body. You will notice that you actually have a willingness to learn whatever it is for you to learn from your interaction with this other person. Some of the ways that you can begin such a conversation with someone is to earnestly appreciate the person. So you might say something like, I really appreciate how you took care of the cat when the cat was sick, or thank you so much for making my coffee and breakfast this morning. I really wasn't feeling that great. And then, go ahead and be honest and get right into it. Share with that person after a couple of breaths, and then get right at whatever the situation is. And you can just say honestly, I want to be open with you. I want to have an open and honest relationship with you. And I noticed that last night at the party when you were flirting with that woman in the red dress, that I felt scared because I'm afraid that you might leave me. You just say what the truth is and make sure that it's unarguable. Make sure that it's coming from your truth. And then once you say something like that, another great thing to do is to just kind of shift your posture. You can move around a bit, use a little bit of creative joint play, which I've shared with you on another video. And then you can also take responsibility for this. And you can say, I know that a part of my feeling that way comes from my fear of being abandoned. And so I wonder how we can create a relationship that is so full of nourishing encounters with each other, where we are giving each other appreciations, a really healthy diet of appreciations every day. I wonder how we might create that kind of interaction in our relationship so that when something like that happens, I can hold it more lightly. So that's just one example of a way that you can actually be fully present with your feelings around any kind of situation that you might have in your relationship, where you might feel anger, fear, where you might feel sadness. And when you give your presence in a way that's speaking unarguably to the people that you're close to, it really opens up a new kind of space in the relationship for, real yumminess, nice explorations, amazing discoveries. And, when you have those kinds of relationships with people, the discoveries are actually pretty infinite from day to day. And that's what makes life rich in my experience. So I wanted to share that with you today, all about presence. I hope you can take some of these tips and incorporate them into your everyday life. That's it for now. Until next time. Bye-bye.